really. I mean, how do you distinguish intelligence from ignorance or stupidity? It is about understanding patterns or seeing patterns in what appears to be random for other people. That is literally the definition of fluid intelligence. You're able to understand a bigger context. You understand your place in the world and the mechanics of the greater spiritual universe. That is what I would call enlightenment. And it's not necessarily being blissful. Now, there is definitely a certain level of peace and inner peace and harmony that comes with it. But I see that peace more like a warrior. The samurai to me were enlightened, and they were ready to die every single day. And that's how I see it. I actually, well, it's been a while since I've done that meditation, but sporadically I go into this routine where in the morning I do this meditation where, and this is a meditation that the samurai would do. They would envision themselves being killed by all kinds of weapons. You know, how am I going to die today? Am I okay with dying today? They would bring that really, really clear to mind. Now, people are going to be like, oh, aren't you manifesting it? No, no, no. You can also just think of a supernova. It's not going to, the sun is not going to explode. It's different. You use your imagination to project into the future. What if I die today? Would I be okay? And then you structure your day based on that. Am I okay? I had a conversation with my mother today. Bringing that to mind, I'm not going to yell at her because I don't want to leave. I don't want to have my last conversation with her like that. And if you live your life like that, I think that's the best way to live your life. You know, like what if I died today? And with that in mind, you structure the day and you treat everybody accordingly and you do everything that you need to do accordingly. And that creates urgency, right? That creates urgency. And I think nobody would struggle with purpose anymore if you told them, hey, you have 1 year, one more year to live. They would know exactly what to do. No?
Yeah, I think people like they really underestimate how much they already know what to do. I had a coach last year and I remember being like, I don't know what to do. I have this and this and this. She's like, but if you did know what to do, what would you do? I'm like, but I don't. And she's like, but if you did know what to do, what would you do? And I was like, well, I guess I would maybe get rid of this thing and then say no to this. And she's like, so do that. And she's like, until you like, we're not meeting in or next week unless you do that. Like I'll cancel our next session. So then I was held accountable for like what I knew I needed to do. And then after that, I was like, well, that's a powerful question.
Yeah. It is. It is exactly. And also what needs to be understood is that if you make a choice, you automatically you cut the universe into one piece and the rest is no longer an option. That's also how like you have again, we have to handle our mental universe in some way or another. So what people usually do is they make a decision verbally, but they keep like 5 others in the picture. And then that creates inertia. That creates like, oh, should I do this? You know, and then nothing happens. So what you do is you make a decision. It means that everything else goes and you only focus on one thing. That's also very important.
Yeah, I agree. Sometimes just like, even if you don't know, just like do something, take a step. Like some of like the most beauty in my life came from just like taking the leap of faith and sometimes not even being clear, but I'm like, I just have to make a move. Just take it one micro movement in that direction towards the thing I think I'm supposed to be doing. You'll find out if it was the right one or not, but you're going to learn quicker about what is good for you. You're going to like get more in tune with your gut feelings through that process.
You know, I agree.